12:02. It is the Oil Stream. We are brought to you by Boston Pizza. Thank you very much for being here today. Stick around the rest of the day on EST as well. We got EST afternoons coming up with Hernan Salas and Joaquin Gage. Hernan just told us that he's going to start climbing rock walls in the summer.
You're so full of shit.
What do you? Yeah, like what? Look, we're all into Alex and Old right now after he climbed Taipei 101. And then we've all watched Free Solo now when he climbed El Capitan. And now Nanso's like, I'm going to start climbing stuff.
Me and Trev should try to climb this building in the summer.
Together.
I saw that video yesterday.
You could climb it. I know. Well, I know.
We'll do ropes.
You're going to do, I don't think you can use ropes.
It's
so you have to like drill ropes into the wall.
It's like 25 feet high.
We're good.
I think you do.
I worked on a swing stage one.
What's a swing stage?
Yeah.
Like outside the building. Like if you want to paint or clean the windows.
You worked on one of those?
When I was really straight out of high school, my buddy was working in that, and we did a couple buildings downtown.
How high up were you?
Well, as high as you do every floor.
So like Stantec towers, everything? Like that high up?
We did the ADCO building. They would do windows there. And then we did a couple buildings, apartment buildings, painting the outside of the on the rocks.
So you were harnessed up?
Oh, yeah. And you're tied to the roof.
He's climbing.
He's climbing.
Well, he walked the ledge.
Right here.
Travis?
Yeah.
What's he climbing?
You know
He's
where
on
the
the
stairs
ledge.
are? We have the window.
Yeah.
He's like in the window right now. So he's waving at us.
Are his feet up there?
Yeah.
What?
He's there right now. He's like, that's nothing. We would do that as
I could do that.
Oh, well, he walked across the
He walked across the thing. Obviously. Probably kicked over like 19 bobbleheads.
Yeah, just broke 9 bobbleheads.
That's part of our
I thought he
charm.
had somehow got himself wedged into the windowsill.
I know.
What? I won't be impressed with Trev until he pops his head up outside that window one day.
Yeah.
Upside
And we're
down.
like, Trev, you've done it. Incredible.
We just need like a soft landing.
Yeah. Oh, just put some mats underneath you guys.
Yeah.
That would work. I didn't know that you did that.
I was terrified.
Yeah.
Oh, my.
Yeah.
So when it got windy up there, would it shake around and stuff?
Yeah, usually, if it's too windy, you come down, obviously.
So you must have got hazard pay, hey?
No.
No?
Well, you're
hanging from the side of the building. I know, but it's still hazardous.
And you're like on a base, right? Like you have a back support where it's kind of like a fence.
Yeah.
So like, but I've known of people that the things collapse and they're hanging and then they have to go rescue them.
I've heard of that. Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
That's crazy.
We'll get you one. We're going to get you on one this summer. Would you do it? Why? It's safe.
There's no chance, man. I don't like
Just
heights.
go up and down. You need
I'm not doing it. I'm not. You know what? I will ride roller coasters, but I won't go on the Ferris wheel.
Really?
Because the Ferris wheel, you're way up high and you're not strapped in. You got like a little bar, and that's it. Right? Like that. So I don't do Ferris wheels, but I'll do roller coasters.
See, that's weird. Roller coaster can fall.
Break a Ferris wheel. I mean, any ride could fall.
In theory, yes.
Right?
Yeah.
Like on a...
It's... You go by those... like the amusement parks, not the ones like a K-Days or whatever that are put up temporarily and they take the show on the road, but you go by a Six Flags, say you're driving through the United States or whatever like that, and you see some of them, they have the wooden coasters.
Yeah.
And I know the engineering is amazing and the type of wood is, and what wood is capable of doing is also incredible. As the grandson of a carpenter, appreciation for wood and cement.
Yeah.
Hey. But my mind immediately, when I see a documentary on a wooden coaster and the feat of accomplishment and engineering that it is to create it, I get tripped out. I freak out. And I remember in Coeur d'Alene, just outside, they have a Six Flags, I believe. And I was driving by it this past summer. And
That might have been Silverwood.
Silverwood. Yes, that's what it's called. Thank you.
Thinking of taking the kids down there this summer.
It looks great. And they have a water park and everything too. It looks like
that's Silverwood. Yeah.
Straight up amusement
I used to go there
park.
as a kid, but it's grown like, it's expanded so much since I was a kid.
Well, it takes like 6 minutes to drive by it.
Really?
I'm a little bit facetious, but
Have you ever done the zipper, boys?
I did the zipper.
I like the zipper.
I did the zipper once as a child.
It's great.
And that was the end of me on the zipper.
I did it as an adult, like maybe 5 years ago. It was unreal.
Really?
There's something about you're caged in the zipper, or you have a harness, And
It was rough,
it's a
though.
mental ease.
The zipper was rough.
Well, because when it's turning and it looks like you're going to face plant.
Yeah.
Oh, but because the whole trick is before you get going, you start flipping your cart.
Yeah.
And then you get the full experience.
Oh, yeah, that sounds
fun.
great. That sounds like a great idea.
K-Days years ago. My youngest brother, he would have been just a fresh bebe. But my brother Mike, who's 3 years younger than me, was just tall enough to get on this, like, I think it still exists. It's like this crazy like loop kind of
boat?
swings. It's almost like the boat,
okay.
except you're front facing.
Okay.
And you just had a bar to hold you in. And he started slipping out.
Really?
And I had to like put my leg out because of the entrance so that he couldn't slip out.
No,
And
you saved his life.
Buddy, I was
Kind of.
so scared.
Yeah.
I was so scared.
There's one in Katie's that you sit and then the person will sit like between your legs and it goes really fast and kind of like,
Like the Gravitron?
yeah, but it kind of goes, it'll go like vertical at one
Yeah,
point. And there's no seatbelt. It's just, you're just holding
Yeah,
on.
that's stupid. Yeah.
Ooh.
And
Yeah.
just
There's one of
kinda-
those at Silverwood too.
kind of the
Nancy, we
push.
have to do something with this shot. It's driving me crazy.
What do you want me to do?
Oh, it's off center.
Like the monitor is like not even close to being in the middle of the shot. You know what I mean?
I can slide back over.
Well,
to the
yeah, but
side a
still
bit.
that. No, I think, can you move? Yeah, maybe that's a little bit more.
Oh, did the
There
camera
we
get
go.
bumped?
Maybe. Yeah, there we go. That's way
I'm
better.
going to move you guys over.
Yeah,
Hey, we got
yeah,
breaking
yeah.
news.
I know. I see that. Philp is back on waivers.
Hey, shocking.
As predicted, the moment that he got claimed off waivers, you're like, I think he'll probably end up back on waivers.
Yeah.
So he has popped back up on waivers. Should we expect him to be an Edmonton Oiler once again, Tommy Gazzola?
I know they do like him and appreciate him. What's the rule? Does he have to stay up on the roster, or
30
can he
days.
be sent down?
So he has to stay up for 30 days again? Same thing?
Same thing.
He's been hurt a lot.
Yeah.
Yes.
Concussion, I think.
That's
I think
not
he
good.
only appeared in 2 games. You remember the uproar when he got claimed, guys?
Well, it's like the
Oilers
Raphael
would-
Lavoie thing.
Like the Oilers would never win the cup.
See,
again.
James says Philp wouldn't need waivers so as long as no one else puts in a claim. Yeah, so if nobody else puts in a claim on him, then they can send him back down, I think. Like if he comes through claim free.
Yeah.
And if they're the only ones who put in claim on him, I think they can send him down.
Okay, because right now,
But if somebody else were to put in a claim on him and the Oilers got him, which would be rare based on the claiming process, then they think they would have to leave him up again.
do they need him?
I think just
Interesting question.
in terms of depth, it'd be nice to have. The only thing I'm thinking of is the cap crunch right now. That's why I'm asking, does he need to stay on the roster? I mean, I'd be honest with you. If it came at the sacrifice of, sending Szymanski back down or whatever, I kind of want to see more of him, to be honest with
Andy
you.
says, who's new to Edmonton Sports Talk, by
Welcome,
the way. He
Andy.
joined us yesterday.
What's up?
Remember, he's like, he's so happy he found this station.
Welcome.
Oh, yeah, I saw those in the chat yesterday. I did say, I said, welcome aboard, Andy.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah,
It's good.
That was nice.
But because
You're here for all the right reasons, Andy. I'll just say that.
Yeah. You look at Janmark's knobs guy. Frederick, they're going to keep playing him because they have to.
Yes.
He's on an 8-year deal, right? He could come in and maybe replace Lazar for a game or two. I just don't see Noah Philp being anywhere higher than the 4th one.
Yeah. He is a
Fourth line winger because
NHLer.
Lazar's your fourth line center.
Yeah.
Like, I'm not taking Curtis Lazar out of the lineup to play Noah
I
Philp
know.
on your fourth line. I think Lazar has done enough in his time to be your fourth line center.
Yeah.
Philp's not a third line center now. I think maybe they would eventually hope him to be, but I don't think he is. So you're probably looking at being. So I think they'll probably put in a claim for him.
I would think
That
so.
way, if nobody else does claim him,
I mean, let me
then
ask.
you can send him down, right? So they should 100% put in a claim. I thought last time he cleared through waivers, Carolina had other ideas. I think he played like 2 games with the Carolina Hurricanes.
yeah.
And now he's back on waivers, as we did predict. I think that's why I wasn't freaking out when they lost him. I said, I think he'll just be an Oiler again. So I would think they probably put in a claim on him. Nobody else does, and they can send him down if they want.
Then that's good. That would be reclaiming an asset, having some more depth. Right now, if they claimed him, I don't think he would be immediately thrust into the lineup.
You don't think they play him instead of Szymanski? Would they send?
I'd like
to see Szymanski for a couple
I'd
more
like
games.
to see more Szymanski.
Yeah, me too.
And then you can make a decision. We'll see where this goes. I sent a text.
Would you claim him? 780-218-9999, 780-218-9999. Hampton Steve says, I'd claim him and put him in bake. Like, there's no reason to not claim him.
I'm with Hampton Steve
Right?
on that.
The
I'm
others are
thinking
the only
same.
one that can claim him and get him down.
Yeah.
Right? So they might as well put in a claim for him.
Yeah.
He says, I'd claim him, put him in Bako, extra depth for the fourth line in the playoffs, and then I'd probably cut him loose in the offseason. That's what Hampton Steve has to say.
Sure.
So, yeah, I mean, if he does get back down to Bako, great addition for a team that's been putting together some victories. So,
and with young guys, which is really encouraging. And they re-upped Seth Griffith too. Did you see that?
No, I did not see that.
Yeah, they give him an extension. AHL deal, so he's kind of settled into that. He's their leader. He's the captain. I remember a few years ago, there was someone that was so adamant. It was like the last year of 1260 and our first year at EST, and they would always text in, they need Seth Griffith up here.
Jeez, that's like
that's a
3-4 years ago, yeah.
Well, he got a couple of games,
Yeah.
I think 2 seasons ago, and that person was like, see what Seth Griffith could do. He had an assist in like a 5-minute night in Seattle. Okay, one thing I was told when they put Philp on waivers and he got claimed by Carolina, on top of the statement that Carolina are waiver wire raiders.
Yeah.
The other thing I was told, kind of bad asset management on our part from an Oilers point of view is what this person told me.
Letting him go like that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Not
they
being smart
were
about it.
expecting him to slide through waivers, but because Carolina loves to raid why would somebody else claim him? He's played 2 games in like a month.
And he's been hurt.
Why would you?
He's been hurt.
Yeah, he's been hurt, right? So why would somebody else put in a claim for him? I don't see anybody doing that.
Don't think other franchises or markets or fan bases have as much of an appreciation for him as this one.
Well, it's because he didn't go to school in their cities.
Oh, he went school.
Yeah, I can't remember if it was Grant Mack or if he was a Golden Bear.
Oh, not an ook.
No, I'll have to check.
If only we had resources to help us verify.
Yeah, I know he went to school somewhere here
in
the city. So
thanks.
He'll. Yeah, I would. I don't know why they wouldn't put in a claim on him, and then we'll see what else happens.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
But I think if they do, they probably try to get him back into the lineup here.
I think so.
I think so. Well, we'd have to do the cap. You have to do the
cap
numbers on it.
Issue,
yeah. I would like to see Szymanski get a couple more games, though.
Honestly, yes.
I'm not sitting here being like, Szymanski has to be the third line center moving forward, but I am saying, hey, that was a pretty good 7.5 minutes. Let's see what he can do if he can play 10.
He got in there. He was mixing it up. He got into a skirmish. Should have scored, obviously.
Yeah.
He's a bigger body. He skates well. There's a rambunctiousness, or maybe that was just him, riding the adrenaline. But to me, I was encouraged by it. I'm like, okay, I get this guy. Seemed to be in the right place when he needed to be. Maybe there's an NHLer there in Szymanski, and his first year in the AHL is pretty good. And I'm going to be oddly curious, and I'll keep tabs on Team Germany as well, not just for Draisaitl, but to see how Szymanski did. I liked it. I was pleased and enjoyed watching him in the preseason. So this is the fruits of that labor and your development system doing what it's supposed to. And I'd like to see more of it, just because we got a taste. He's up here. More, please. And then you can decide what you want to do if they put in a claim for Philp.
All right, you can chime in on that, 780-218-9999. Let's dive into your Popeyes spicy headlines. Obviously, that news is big. Grumpy Cat sending in his Popeyes order right now and this is a nice order here.
What'd you get?
He's got the three-piece bone-in.
Yep.
Spicy, half white, half dark.
Oh.
Okay. He's got the strawberry cream cheese pie.
Did I see those in the fridge?
There's 2 of those in the fridge over there if you want to get in on one of those.
No, I'm good.
And then he got the spicy chicken sandwich, deluxe spicy chicken sandwich with the regular mac and cheese. Mwah!
Nice call on the
Excellent order, Grump.
Very good.
If anything's going to heal up your broken ankle from a horrible non-contact mishap when you slid into the boards at Rec League.
You saw that video?
I saw the video.
Yeah.
I wouldn't be showing people that video.
Well,
but I know that it was hilarious.
I feel bad for him.
That was a tough one.
It was a bad turn.
Anyway, that does look delicious, man. Good good luck enjoying all that. That's really good.
Teskra, a moment on the lips, forever on the hips, Tommy.
Yeah, but some of those things they're just
good.
worth it, man.
I know.
It's like down at that at the Popeyes here on this end of town. The Popeyes with a Five Guys double stack.
Yep.
That should be illegal.
It's
like
deadly.
that should be illegal.
Well,
Popeyes and the Five Guys in the same building, please.
We have the Swiss Chalet.
What is this?
Harvey's
Swiss Chalet
here
Harvey's
too.
over there, yeah.
And, if you're inclined to go that way, it's right there for you.
Mike outside of Edmonton texts in. I was waiting for somebody to bring this up. Dusty, how will you do charge and play-by-play on TSN in Calgary? So, usually when Chin Strap Awareness Month begins,
Yes.
shaving a chin strap,
Yeah.
I might have to delay the shaving of the chin strap by a week.
Yeah.
It would be tough to make my NHL and TSN debut.
Yeah.
And it'd be the ultimate way to end the stigma. But I've been waiting 25 years for this oppority to roll it next to noodles
You can't.
with a little thin chinny. I
is
feel
this,
like
Fred
my
Durst?
boss who give me a chance to text would be like,
Yeah.
well, that's the end of this one.
I could see her calling you and be
So,
like, "Hi, Dustin, can you explain what was on your chin?"
That's
well,
that's a
Arden,
tough
it's
one.
charge.
Yeah, so
I'm
I'll
what?
have the beard, but
Yeah.
and then when I'm done that, I'll shave in a chinny for the second half of Chin Strap Awareness Month. Okay, I knew somebody was going to bring. I thought maybe I'd be able to fly under the radar with it, but Mike outside of Edmonton, he's too smart.
good.
He's too smart.
That's funny.
All right, that's kind of funny. All right, so I guess I saw somebody last night tweet that Stoff has been hinting on his show that they could be looking at Roslovic 4 years, $4 million. And I'm fascinated by all of it because when he's played in the top six, he's produced. When he hasn't played in the top six, he's kind of like everybody else, hasn't really produced. Had 2 goals in 1 game this month, has no points anywhere else in the month.
Yeah.
He went through the offseason, was probably asking too much money. Nobody wanted to give it to him, had to settle for a deal here, trying to turn it into an extension. I understand that. I don't like the fact that I think $4 million could actually be an okay number on him. The 4 years I probably wouldn't do, but I would do none of it right now.
I probably would just say thank you, Jack. It's been a pleasure. See you later.
If they're like right, or you say even at the end of the season you would?
Yep.
Oh, really?
Really.
Okay, well, what are you not seeing from him that make you go, first of all, you could use that money to sign somebody else.
That's right.
And bring in. But when he's played in the top 6, he's actually been okay.
That's great.
But why aren't they playing him in the top 6?
I don't know.
Got to be because they only think he's the only other option to play center.
There you go.
But now Szymanski's not playing. Now Szymanski's playing center. Roslovic's still not in the top 6.
Not to say he can't be slid up back to the top 6. Obviously some of it is how solid Kapanen's play has been since his return from injury. That helps. There's kind of an identity with that Draisaitl line. Like you got 2 guys in Podkolzin and Kapanen that can muscle their way around.
And a big body in Leon. Like when Leon wants to physically lean on people, that's a big body.
I'm very leery, and I've maintained this for a long time. Just why did the rest of the league scoff at signing Roslovic? And why all of a sudden, because he put together a nice, let's call it a month and a half or whatever, why does Edmonton need to sign him? Why do they need to sign him is what I would ask.
To me, I would say it's a great question because there's no answer to it.
Yeah, I'm not against it. I'm just saying the fact that he went through a full free agency with an agent, it didn't work out, didn't get what he wanted.
Coming off a 20-goal year.
A 20-goal year, and it was all essentially 5-on-5 goal. And he's been in the league for a while. He's been a useful player. But why? Why did it take until the second game of the regular season for him to take a team-friendly deal with the Oilers, a team who he had first said thanks but no thanks to? So why do they need to sign him? when you could look at other free agents that might fit the style of play that they want to have next year. Maybe they want a guy who can score you 20 goals and is a bigger body and doesn't get pushed off the puck. Maybe that's the route they want to go in their bottom six. I don't know. It's just, I'm leery of giving a guy, and I said it before, like, I would question or wonder about giving a guy who is hungry for a contract and has had the peaks and valleys like Aaron Portzline outlined from Columbus, a multi-year deal, and then he kind of fades away and you only see bits and pieces of the high-end Roslovic and you get more of the so-so Roslovic. Like that is the only concern I would have. And I think about all possibilities. Like, could he go and be a solid top 9 player? I would hope winger. Sure. But I'm going, well, what are we missing here on this guy that, oh, he ended up here and now he's playing good. So do we have to give him a contract? If I was looking at it from an
the answer is no, they don't.
Yeah.
Like, to me, the Oilers are his 4th team in 3 years.
Yeah.
He scored 20 goals last year and led a team in 5-on-5, and they wouldn't want to bring him back. He was healthy scratch in the playoffs for that team last year. He's played 45 career playoff games and has 3 goals. So he's kind of faded come postseason time, which is all that really matters here in Edmonton moving forward. I mean, we've seen this year.
Zone.
They can't win 2 games in a row. They're still, in my mind, the favorite to at least come out of the division come playoff time. Yeah. So I'm not sitting here being like, horrible idea to keep him around next year. I'm saying it would be a stupid idea to get something done right now.
Yeah.
Right? He's having an awful month. And all of a sudden you're going to announce like a 4-year, and they'll probably have some sort of stupid no trade protection in there because that's just how they seem to do things. When it's complete, like, let him play through the playoffs. And if you go, damn, all right, we like it. Then you know what? Then pay him $5 million because you know that he doesn't fade and you know that, hey, man, this guy actually played well. Then I'd rather pay an extra $1 million or $1.5 million if he shows up and shows out in the playoffs. And then, okay, so then for the next couple of playoff runs here with Connor McDavid, we know this guy can make an impact as opposed to going, okay, McDavid's giving us some money to save and the cap's going up. Boom, we're going to give $4 million to Roslovic coming off his worst month as an Oiler when you could get to the offseason and there's not going to be 20 teams knocking down his door. Right? It seems the concept of it in the off, first of all, I wouldn't do 4 years at all anyway.
No.
He's been on 3 different teams in 4 years. I'd be like, we'll give you a 2-year deal. And if you do well in the playoffs, it'll be about $5 million. And what's he going to say? No, I'm going to go wait for somebody to sign me in the offseason again. Well, spoiler alert, that you just did that. Nobody signed you. So, and if they lose Roslovic and they have this money to spend on other free, I know some people say, well, nobody wants to come here. He wants to stay. Well, he wants to stay because they're going to give him $16 million when he just went through an offseason where he have to sign for just over $1 million.
Yeah.
Like, it's time for the Oilers to be like, show us something in the playoffs, then we'll sign you. Until then, I don't understand why they'd be so desperate to get something done. I don't think it makes sense. And I like the guy when he plays in the top 6, but they're not playing him in the top 6 and he's not doing anything. So it just doesn't make sense to me timing-wise.
Yeah, Mex is asking, is this the organization or just Bob? And then Mex adds, we're still waiting for Danforth's jet to arrive. And yeah, and there was like Lafferty and Patrick Kane, and I don't know, man. Like, I don't understand the urgency. So that's me.
There shouldn't be any urgency, right? Like,
is he a good hockey player? Yeah. But has he helped this team? Yeah, for the most part. But is he going to put them over the top when it matters? And right now, what matters is the postseason. You got to get to the playoffs, obviously, but yeah, in the postseason, you said it. Like, this is a playoff team that everybody's going to have the microscope on them in the playoffs. I don't know. I wouldn't rush anything. And if his camp is trying to say, hey, let's get something done, I'd be like, let's wait.
Eden texts in and says, hey, boys, given the Oilers' recent failures at identifying NHL-level wingers, Frederick, Mangiapane, Skinner, I would sleep on whether to sign Roslovic to a long-term deal. Hell, I'd sleep on it for a couple of months.
Forgot a couple there, Skinner and Arvidsson as well.
Yeah, I watched Arvidsson. I watched a little bit of the Boston game last night. He fell down a couple times.
He falls down.
Hampton Steve says, does anyone truly expect that Roslovic will command much more than $4 million a season, even if he plays the rest of the year? To me, that's his top end or close to it. So there's no downside to waiting. Yeah. If anything, his cost might go down if his up and down play doesn't improve.
That's a good point.
Yeah, if he finishes the season like he's been producing in January,
and
then you're like, why would we give you 4 years?
Yeah, I'll defend him having to slide over to center because I didn't think that was
didn't necessarily make sense,
and that might have been a hindrance too. But in general, still, I'd be like, what's the rush?
Let me ask you this: how much more time do you think he will get alongside Leon or Connor? I don't see the Connor thing necessarily, happening, but. How much more time do you think he'll get alongside Leon when my man Kapanen is still locked in on his right side?
Talk about Popeyes. Not a lot. And I guess the ball is in Kapanen's court. He decides how long he stays up on that top line. If he maintains solid play and is consistent and the door is open for him to do that, then not much time at all, Dusty. Maybe spot duty here and there. I don't even know. There doesn't seem like a real desire right now, even though, Knobloch has discussed having Nugent Hopkins at center at times. They went back to that Nugent Hopkins, Hyman, McDavid line. So maybe some here and there for Roslovic back with Draisaitl, but I don't, with how it is now and, knock on wood, they've gotten over the injury bug for the most part. I think he's kind of in his role, in his element or his spot on this team. Feels like it.
Big Dave texts in. Big Dave, what's up, man? Thank you for texting in. Of course, everybody tell your friends about Edmonton Sports Talk on TuneIn and iHeart. We see new people discovering us every day, so that's great. If you're watching over on YouTube today, hammer the thumbs up and sub to the channel. And if you're listening to the Oil Stream podcast later in the day, hop on over to our YouTube channel at Yag Sports Talk and give us a sub as we work our way towards 14,000 subs. Big Dave says, after the debacle that is Trent Frederick deal and Mangiapane, if you're going to sign Roslovic, it has to be a knock out of the park, team-friendly deal, perfect deal for this management group. They got a huge gift in the McDavid signing, and they can't waste it on trash deals.
That's a good text. And I would assume generally there's a fear that this management team would not be able to pull that off, considering what we've seen in their track record in the last 2 summers. And Roslovic, this is probably his last big ticket, quote unquote big ticket, right? So he probably wants something with term and a nice payday, and then he can ride off into the sunset.
And if that's it, then go and see if you can find on the open market as well. I think the others need to respect themselves more than just being like, he kind of likes us. Let's keep him for 4 years.
And he strings you along.
You got to be beyond that.
Good voice.
Yeah, thanks, man.
That was well done.
Yeah, that came out of nowhere. I didn't even work on that voice.
No, it was good.
Yeah.
But it resonated because that's kind of how the Oilers can be sometimes.
Yeah, you're the Oilers. You have Connor McDavid. He's giving you hometown discounts. Yeah. You don't need to get bent over by these agents who are like, my guy might get 7 years somewhere else. What you should have said is, your guy can't skate very well, so he's not getting 8 years here. Instead, they give it to him. I'm talking Trent Frederick.
Yeah.
You got to drive a little bit of a harder bargain here, man.
That is true.
Okay, Elliot Friedman, I saw linking Calle Jarnkrok to Edmonton.
Okay.
Tail end of the career. I thought I read something that he's probably going to head back to Sweden.
Right shot guy.
After this year.
He
was the guy that signed like the 8-year, $2 million deal, didn't he? I thought Nashville gave him that, I think. I thought Nashville gave this guy, I might be wrong. Somebody can correct me. I'm pretty sure I remember Nashville signing him for 8 years, $16 million. Maybe it was a little bit more, but I think it was. I think he got this weird. Is it not him? I'm almost certain it was him.
He's 34. He had a bad core injury a year or two ago that kept him out for the majority of last season. He only played 19 games.
Yeah, played 19 games last year.
He's a checking forward. Right shot. What does he play? Is he a centerman?
He's a centerman. Yeah. He's a right shot center, but he'd be a bottom 6 guy.
Would you be willing?
Played.
Yeah. Would you be willing to have him instead of Adam Henrique? He's got 6 goals and 1 assist in 33 games on a Maple Leafs team that is in a weird spot. Can he move better than Henrique? Can he be more effective than Henrique? Would you do it? You get a right shot centerman. I know that's part of why Philp was up this year.
Yeah.
Part of why he made it. I mean, he worked hard and great story, but they needed and wanted and coveted a right shot centerman. Maybe this is one that they could take a flyer on. And if he gives you better performances and outcomes than Adam Henrique, then yeah, sure. Why not?
Coming off his entry-level deal, he signed a deal where it was $2 million, $2 million, $2 million, $2 million, $2 million, $2 million, $2 million.
Interesting.
Yeah, it was a 7-year, $14 million deal, I believe.
Nice. Well, he doesn't put up big numbers.
No, he doesn't. I mean, the guy hasn't played. I would say thank you, but no thank you.
Yeah.
Like, there are probably bigger fish in the pond. I just found it interesting because Elliot, I guess, had mentioned that.
See,
yeah, RCN says it was 6 years, $2 million. Yeah.
Yeah, and usually when Fried says it has some merit to it, it's not just like a desire or a whimsical thought. I don't know. I mean, what are you looking for? An upgrade in the bottom six? Is he an upgrade in the bottom six? I truly don't know. I haven't watched Calle Jarnkrok.
Nobody has.
Like,
for the last 2 years, nobody's really watched him.
I remember
him in Nashville. He was like a very serviceable.
Yeah. Third, fourth line guy.
Third line guy, basically.
And that was when Nashville was good and went to a cup final. He was plucked by the Kraken. I can't remember, was it Gary Payton? Who was the big Seattle Supersonic?
Detlef Shrimp?
No.
For their draft?
At the expansion draft, they messed up his name. Maybe it was Marshawn Lynch.
It was Marshawn Lynch.
Yeah,
it was
screwed
Marshawn
up his
Lynch.
name really bad.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, I remember that about Calle Jarnkrok. And then I remember he had a core injury that took a lot of time. And I was told that Ekholm's injury was kind of similar to what Jarnkrok had dealt with.
Sailor texts in, and he's got a gif of Jim from American Pie dancing in his room when Nadia was on the bed. Remember, he was doing his
the dance.
Legendary dance. Sailor texts in and says, Oilers management is like Jim from American Pie when it comes to contracts. When you keep blowing your cap space and want to keep signing middle-tier contracts, if you know, you know.
Well done, Sailor.
And then it's Jim dancing.
Man, people are in fine form. Like, we've gotten great text today. Well done.
RCN says he's correcting himself. It was 7 years. That's why I thought it was 2 years or 14 mil over the. That was funny.
Great movie.
What about Seattle as a trade partner? Bring up Seattle. Do you think there's now Seattle's fighting for a playoff spot right now?
Yeah, they are.
But could Seattle be a trade partner for the Oilers here probably not prior to maybe prior to the February 4th freeze, which is like a week away.
Who is the desired player you want from Seattle right now? What is the fan base clamoring for right now?
What do you think, folks? 780-218-9999, 780-218-9999, or you can hit us up over on YouTube as well.
I think Shane Wright's name, Pignata talked about him on Hello Hockey last weekend.
Jared McCann's one that everybody gets all
of course,
hot and horny about.
Yeah,
too.
I'd want a 40-goal scorer too.
Yeah. What's he doing this year? Is he? What's he?
He is 14 goals, 12 assists in 28 games. He's putting together a point-a-game season, but he's been dinged up, obviously.
You're right. He's just under a point per game. His last 2 years, 61 and 62 points, and then he had that 40-goal season in Seattle's second year, 70 points, 40 goals. I think that's probably a dream scenario for a lot of people.
You know who I'd want? Like Montour.
Yeah, I don't know how you make that work.
I know.
That's 7.1 mil.
Yeah. I know people like Alexiak.
Yeah, he's a UFA, modified no trade. He's got half the league basically would be on his no trade list.
KB O Devereaux says Eli Tolvanen. That's a name that I've seen from text lines and nasty chat the last couple
also a
years.
UFA.
Has he not bounced around? And it's more.
He was hanging on by a thread there for a while. Remember, I remember because people were like, the Oilers should get in on him, and I remember I was questioning, and people were like, Nielson, you don't know puck. Okay. And then he had a good start in Seattle, but so he didn't bounce around. But in Nashville, he couldn't. In Nashville, he couldn't stick.
Right.
He stuck, but he didn't hit the expectations that they had for him because he was a first round pick.
Yeah. You know who bounced around and I got him confused with? Daniel Sprong.
Oh, Daniel Sprong definitely bounced around.
Yeah, that was another guy that people are like, maybe try a flyer on Daniel Sprong.
Tolvanen's 26 now.
Yeah.
Since going to, so his best year in Nashville, he had 11 goals, 75 points. Or in 75 games, just 23 points.
Yes.
And then he split a year between Nashville and Seattle. What was he traded for? Claimed off waivers. Oh, that's what it was.
Okay.
Because I remember when he went on, when he was on waivers, a bunch of people were like,
go get him.
Claim Tolvanen. Claim, you know what? Probably would have been a good idea for a waiver claim. So I guess I stand corrected. Well, I guess people were thinking that he was going to come in and play top 6 and they were going to finally unlock like his first round potential.
That was the time the Oilers needed top 6 wingers, where there was that, when they went through that era.
Yeah, where they were pretty desperate for it. Yeah.
Alex Chason was a top 6 guy most nights, and you're like, oh, yeah.
So for over the last 3 years, Tolvanen has scored 16, 16, and 23 goals.
Not bad.
This year he's got 10. He's got 30 points in 51 games. He's a UFA. Don't necessarily hate that idea, but what are you expecting him to be, I guess? He's going to be your right winger that plays with Leon and bumps Kapanen down? Is that what you're thinking?
If Kapanen,
if that's what you
play drops, yeah, for sure. Maybe if that's how they see him. But does he play a big man's game? I don't know. I haven't really focused in on him much.
You know who else is a UFA in Seattle this year? As Ralph Kruger used to call him, Jordan Eberle. Jordan Eberle.
It was just Fallout.
The captain,
last name
of the Seattle crowd. Look, Seattle's still fighting here.
They are.
That's the thing with the deadline, with all this parity around the league. It could suck the big one. Usually it's okay. And this year I'm probably sure it'll be okay, but give us a doozy of a deadline. Let James Duthie take it for a walk on deadline day, right? Like, that would be nice.
Excellent use of take it for a walk.
Thanks. I'm trying to work that in a little bit more. Yeah.
You want to unpack that?
Well, take
it for a walk.
Yeah, exactly.
Those idioms.
Anyway, what say you? 780-218-9999 is where you can get in. A lot of people asking about Claude Giroux. He probably controls things though, eh? I would think Giroux's probably
he's at home right now, right? In Ottawa. Waddy in Cloverdale says Tolvanen is a banger. All right.
Banger as in like a good pickup? He's a little dude.
Does he bang and crash? Is that what you mean?
I think it'd be a banger of a pickup.
No.
Downtown Jeffrey texts in and says, Ebbs, for old time's sake, Downtown Jeffrey. I'm just being obnoxious.
Nicely done.
Good handle, Downtown Jeffrey.
Mm-hmm.
And JR from Calgary says, Alexiak, please. JR from Calgary, 6'7", 251, plays both sides for you as well. RCN says you could add Schwartz or Eberle and move Nuge to third line center. Troll says the ship has sailed on the guy that I'd want from Seattle, that being Larson, of course. He's got a few years left there too. Yeah,
not coming back. If let's just play this game. If you were to go and get an Eberle or a Tolvanen or a McCann or a Schwartz, those aren't big guys.
No.
Would you be concerned? And Edmonton isn't necessarily a quote unquote big lineup.
I mean, you're not playing them on a line with Roslovic and Savoy.
No.
Right? I don't think you would be.
No.
But then you could live in a world where, let's say you get Tolvanen. It seems like it could be a reason. I think if Seattle wants to, they'll find a pretty good taker for Tolvanen, and somebody will give him at least a second round pick prior to the deadline, I think, as a rental.
Yeah. I could see that.
You could put Tolvanen with Leon and Podkolzin, just add a little bit more finish there. And no pun intended, but also Kapanen has had trouble staying healthy this year. So you probably like a little bit of insurance there anyway. But then you can move Kapanen down to play with Savoy or something. And he adds a little bit of physicality to a line that just really doesn't have it when they're together so far. They grind, but Kapanen crashing and banging around a little bit might help them.
Savoy does I'll say this. I think Savoy does a good job of digging.
Oh yeah, he's tenacious.
I appreciate that. I just want to give it a little bit of appreciation. Did you see this thing on Ekholm from Tony?
I did not.
Tony
Brar.
Yeah.
Best beard in the league. That thing is it's shiny and tight.
I think it's I think it has a lot of product in it.
Well, they must.
You need to maintain that.
Beards don't just grow like that.
No, that is well coiffed.
Yeah, it's pretty impressive.
Anyway, he says Ekholm day-to-day, courtesy of Chris Knobloch. Questionable for Thursday. That's not good.
My God, does that mean Regula would have to play?
I think so.
Oh, boy.
You don't like that?
No, I don't like it at all.
I know you don't. I can tell.
And it's not a bad take, Dusty. Regula's minus 16.
Yeah.
Like, Regula can't play right now regularly in the National Hockey League. Spot duty for a game, I guess you can get by with it, but...
Like tomorrow? Then
yeah, I guess. Unless Celebrini's coming in on him, then you're toast.
You don't put him out there against Celebrini.
Well, you have to be very protective minutes for him.
It's a home game.
This is why they need to add another defenseman.
Agreed.
Like, imagine sitting here going, Ekholm's going to miss game 3 of the conference final, and Regula is going to play. Against McKinnon. Now you probably try to get him away from then, but you can't do that.
No.
Waddy and Cloverdale saying Tolvanen plays similar to Pod Colson. He's not tall, but he's stocky.
Pod Colson's like 6'2".
Yeah, but he said he's not tall. But he says he's like stocky and can get after a little bit. That's what he's saying. All right, well, that sucks for Ekholm.
We'll see if he's okay tomorrow.
Yeah, that's not good.
No.
I hope he didn't hurt himself shooting on the empty net.
Great shot. Did you see how far it bounced out when it hit the back of the net, that pad on the back?
Did it come flying right back out?
It flew right back out.
All right, I want your thoughts on this, Tom. We dove into it this morning on the Nielsen Show with Jamie McLennan. It is the Play Alberta numbers game here on the Oil Stream. Play Alberta, title sponsor of everything we do here at Edmonton Sports Talk. Maddie and I were throwing some stuff up earlier today. It should be loading on the EST specials page. We usually, by the end of the day, have anywhere between like 6 and 8 plays just sitting there waiting for you. Here's what we've added today. We did a little 2-sport parlay during the lock shop. Cool. Islanders and Chicago Bulls to win at plus 230. And then our Super Bowl play of the day, number 2, any 2-point conversion attempt, we got that boosted to plus 145. So all they have to do, all the team has to do is attempt a 2-point conversion. They don't need to get it. They just need to attempt it. And we can cash that at plus 145. So.
I like you doing these prop bets. And Maddie was saying like a Super Bowl play every day
up until
the Super Bowl.
And then we're gonna have a 2-hour lock shop on the Friday before Super Bowl.
Awesome.
Which will just be a picks extravaganza.
Ooh, baby.
Which should be a lot of fun. So you can find those on the EST special page over at Play Alberta. Tommy, tell me what this means.
Tell me.
Tristan Jarry in Pittsburgh, 909-286.
Yeah.
Tristan Jarry in Edmonton, 884, 3.23. Stuart Skinner in Pittsburgh, 906 and a 2.31. Stuart Skinner in Edmonton, 891, 2.83. So both of these guys' numbers significantly better when they play for the Pittsburgh Penguins. Tristan Jarry's numbers with the Oilers are actually worse than Stuart Skinner's numbers were with the Edmonton Oilers so far this year. But you watch the games, and Noodles kind of backed us up. Like, you watch the game, and I think you feel comfortable on a breakaway, or you feel comfortable late in the game. You're like, oh, he's not going to let in a stinker.
Yeah.
Yet here he is with a worse save percentage than Stu and a higher goals against average, and it's not adding up, and it's starting to frustrate me a little bit. Does this just mean the Oilers can't defend? Is that what this is? Like, are you out of here? Are you leaving?
That's exactly what it.
You're walking out. Tommy's leaving the building.
I said it since day one of the season.
It's crazy, though. You watch him and you go, this guy's definitely a better goaltender than Stuart Skinner with the way he plays the position. And then you look and go, yeah, but his numbers are actually worse with this team. And you're like, what the hell is going on here?
You said it.
Now Ingram's 909 and 2.4. So
yeah, that's true. But I mean, Ingram didn't play for the Pens. His numbers would probably be really good. They don't defend well. They make big-time boo-boos.
That's the thing, right?
And it costs them. And it doesn't matter if it's Stu Skinner, Tristan Jarry. Even Ingram at times has had tough goals. Like that last start he had wasn't great. The Boston game wasn't great. For the most part, Ingram's been really solid. It's been a pleasant surprise, honestly. Great story. But Dusty, I think that should, to those that were like, it's just the goaltending. It's just they need a goalie. They need a goalie. That's probably the best evidence as to how poorly they defend as a team.
Like both of these guys, better numbers significantly in Pittsburgh than they have here. And I know Gorgeous George says, in all honesty, Jarry's GAA was pumped because the Oilers stopped playing a couple games early. That's true. But Stuart Skinner sucked for the first 3 games in Pittsburgh. His number since then, he's like over a 920.
Yeah.
So he's been like, what do they say, nails for like the last 8 games there. So I don't know. It's tough to look at it and derive anything from it outside of the Oilers just simply not near as good defensively as the Pittsburgh Penguins.
Now there's going to be somebody
or Jarry sucks as much as Skinner sucks. Like,
well, it was I think everybody has agreed for the most part it was a parallel or a lateral move, right? Like, yeah. Smitty the Weller, well done. Nurse and Bouchard playing the Oilers. They have bad moments in their own zone. So does Wallman at times. Ekholm has struggled at times this year. Regula, as we've outlined earlier, it's this blue line and team as a whole, when they're in their own zone, they cheat for defense or offense. Pardon me. People have pointed out like Tommy McDavid's defensive game isn't solid. He gets caught cheating for offense. Absolutely. Leon, same thing. TV turns, like they as a whole don't defend well.
Gord says the 3-on-4 shots 2 games ago skews the numbers. The numbers before that game would say a different story. Well, yeah, but he allowed 3 goals and 4 shots. Like, imagine if that was Stuart Skinner.
Trade him.
I mean, it would have been insane on the postgame show. But Jarry looks like he plays the position better, so you kind of just gloss over the fact that the numbers aren't that good. You're just like, Jarry's the guy. Well, I think Ingram's the guy.
I mean,
I think they're both kind of the guy, but Ingram's probably a little bit better.
So far, yeah. This one says, but McDavid said this team can defend facepalm.
Well, I think when they want, they can. That might be what's so frustrating about it.
And if you believe it, it's not a lie.
Troll says maybe the Oilers are playing even looser on D because they have confidence Jarry will make saves.
You
gotta tighten it up,
especially this time of year.
I love this guy. Texts in, no handle, but says, but can Jarry make the save in Game 7 of the finals? That game winner back in 2024 was soft. Yeah, but what did the big boys do in the final game of 2024?
Yeah,
right?
Games 6 and 7. I think the Oilers had a huge Game 6 going into Game 7 of 2024, but yeah, we went through those numbers on Hangout actually a couple days ago.
Yeah.
Maddie ran them, and yeah, Leon and Connor kind of their production dipped in the crucial games.
All right, so there you go. That's the Play Alberta, the numbers game, because we're trying to figure out what it means between the players.
To me, that's what it means. Is that they still don't.
They just got to tighten things up.
If they can, hopefully they can. When they want to, they can.
All right, so they get 3 in a row here, Tommy. Does it happen
yes.
tomorrow?
I'll say yes.
This is the 10th crack at it.
10th crack at it. 10th time's the charm, you guys. San Jose, upstart team, kind of like Anaheim. They have some skill. Anaheim was super aggressive. I'm curious to see if San Jose has that same mindset. But the Oilers adapted to the Ducks and their aggressiveness, and they managed to find the open man when the Ducks would, send 2 guys to pressure, basically all over the ice. Celebrini's going to be interesting to watch. And as good as some of the players on the Ducks are, they don't have a Celebrini, or they didn't the other night. Like Carlson's out, and Mason McTavish is good, hard-working, classic throwback NHL player. Beckett Seneca is young. Mikael Granlund was the star for the Ducks.
Yeah.
He's sticking around, still getting an opportunity.
Still finds a way. Had a great year last year, too.
Yeah, exactly. But this Celebrini, he's kind of a game changer, like an early McDavid. Maybe if they can blanket him a little bit, and the potency of the Sharks' attack isn't as strong as what the Ducks can throw at you, just out of sheer eagerness and hustle, then I think the Oilers might have a chance to finally get a winning streak going, which would be lovely.
Penner's Pancakes is calling a high-scoring one tomorrow, 6-4-ish again.
They can't lock up that defense, hey? They've been super loose the last couple of games.
I know 15 goals against the last 3 games after the back-to-back shutouts, right?
Yeah.
But I think if I had to choose one way or the other, I'd probably be leaning the over, and I kind of don't mind what Penner's Pancakes says. Hey, we got some breaking news in the Canadian Football League. Wanik, did you see this?
Let's go.
Oh, I think Wanik's out getting garbage bags. Is he gone?
He's gone.
Keyshawn Johnson staying with the Riders.
Wow.
He was the number one receiver target going into free agency. We were just talking about in the lock shop. Matty was like, they got to go get Keyshawn Johnson. They got to get Keyshawn Johnson. And they did sign a different guy named Keyshawn Johnson yesterday, spelled differently. But this would have been a good get.
Yeah.
Now you're looking at Tim White, Austin Mack.
Why did Tim White and why did Austin Mack get released?
Probably, well, Austin Mack had a roster bonus coming.
Oh, yeah.
Alouettes are pretty deep at receiver,
Yeah,
didn't
they
want to
are.
pay it. And I
White.
think overall, and Shamar Bridges is a free agent in Hamilton too. But I think they also didn't give the roster bonus to Wolotarski. I think they let him go. Hamilton had a pretty deep receiving group last year because they got Keandre Smith and Kenny Lawler.
Keandre Smith's really good.
Yeah, do you need to spend on Tim White as well?
No.
So the Elks got to land one of Tim White or Austin Mack.
I like Tim
they have
White.
to.
I really do. I thought he had a nice 1-2 punch.
Four straight 1,000 yards. He pulled down a 1,000-yard season when Kenny Lawler was getting on the balls still.
My question would be, because there were times where you would see Bo Levi and basically the only guy he was throwing to was Kenny.
Yeah.
At times this year. And that started early in the season. I remember that first game of the year, even against the Ticats when I was down in Calgary. He just finally gave up and started throwing to Lawler, and they kind of made a game of it. But I think Tim White, if he can handle being the number one guy with okay receivers around him, and still get you 1,000 and be that guy that's like sure-handed, then go get him.
Here's the one thing that we haven't discussed on this, and sorry to end the oil stream with a little Elks talk, but I'm pretty sure Cody Fajardo was with Austin Mack when they won a Grey Cup in Montreal. So I think Austin Mack would probably be the target, considering unless he was gone to the NFL. No, I'm pretty sure he was there. He might have been gone to the NFL at that time. There was some crossover there for sure between Cody and Austin Mack, though. Like, they would have to know each other. So, I mean, that would probably be the...
Oh, he played at Bama?
Bigger... who, Austin Mack?
Yeah. Oh, no. Ohio State. Alouettes, 23-25. Falcons practice roster, 24. 49ers practice roster, 21-22. Titans practice roster, 21.
Yeah, so he would have had some
20.
crossover with Cody.
Yeah.
So there might be a little bit of a repertoire there.
He was on that winning team.
He was on the Grey Cup winning team. Mm-hmm. So I could see that giving him a bit of an edge to be the number one guy here in Edmonton. All right, what's coming up on EST Afternoons is Hernan Salas and Joaquin Gage.
Well, we'll head to the Oil Country Towing video hotline 3 times today. We got 3 guests on the line. Jack McKessie of USA Today will check in to talk about the Bill Belichick snub there. Justin Dunk from 3 Down Nation to talk about the negotiation window
and this Keyshawn Johnson
contract. Possibly what he should do to if he wants to stay with the Elks, or
that's coming
what he
up.
might do there. And Tim Horaney, F1 Insider, will be checking in. We also hit on the notes from practice. The Oilers back at it today, and also talk about Noah Philp being put on waivers by the Carolina Hurricanes.
What a haircut for Zach to come here too. He lost his fantasy football league and had to buzz cut his head.
He'll be fine.
I think you look good, dude.
Yeah,
I like
clean.
it. Yeah, it's nice.
If you cleaned up like the quasi beard as well.
I got the shaggy going right now.
Yeah, it's a little shaggy. Yeah. The new F1 cars look cool.
They do look
They
cool.
look mean.
I like them.
So
deliveries?
No,
but
not
just delivery, like the actual design of the
changed
vehicle.
the design this year too.
The full car.
Specs are different.
All right, that's coming up. EST Afternoons is on the way with Hernan and Gager. Stick around. We got the Reed Wilkins Show from 3 until 6 today. That is going to do it for the Oil Stream, which is presented to you by Boston Pizza. You got a couple days left to take advantage of Past the Tuesday every single day in the month of January, and those heart-shaped pizzas are just around the corner as well. For Tom Gazzola, I am Dustin Nielson. Take it easy.